Okay, good afternoon. Welcome back. It's been a while since I've actually posted a video on making drinks from home. As you can see, I've actually redone my bar into a tiki bar, and we've actually really enjoyed utilizing this bar. So what we're going to be making for you this afternoon is really one drink called a Manhattan, but a Manhattan and a Rob Roy are basically two drinks in the same, and what I mean by that is it's really made virtually the same way. It's just different types of alcohol. The Manhattan, you're going to use a whiskey or a bourbon. The Rob Roy, you're going to use a scotch. So however you want to, whichever one you make, whichever type of alcohol you want to use is really going to be dependent upon really what kind of drink you're going to have. So what we are going to make for you today is really just going to be a Manhattan. I'm going to use a kind of a cheap whiskey here. For purposes of this demonstration. Now, there are three types of Manhattans or Rob Roys that you can make. The general type of Manhattan usually uses what they call a sweet vermouth. You can also make it with dry. It's same thing with the Rob Roy using scotch. Or you can have what they call a perfect Manhattan, which is 50-50 of each one of these. So we're going to do a perfect Manhattan. Now, when you make the Manhattan, you can either serve it on the rocks or straight up. I like it straight up. And the other thing that you can add, this is optional, the other thing that you can add is angostura bitters to your Manhattan. So, let's go ahead and begin. What you're going to need is you're going to need a shaker, fill it with ice. Halfway up, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take 3 ounces of your whiskey for the Manhattan or 3 ounces of scotch for your Rob Roy. Okay, and since this is a perfect Manhattan, if you wanted the traditional, you would use the sweet. You would use 1 ounce of the sweet. If you wanted it a little drier, you would use 1 ounce of it dry, or since we're making the perfect Manhattan, we're going to do a 1/2 ounce or half a shot of each. Half ounce of the sweet. Half ounce of the dry. And since I do like angostura bitters in mine, like I said, this is optional. About 3 or 4 dashes, similar to making a old-fashioned. All right. So what you're going to do then, take it, and yes, we are shaking it, not stirring it. Pour it into a martini glass. And serve. So here we have a perfect Manhattan. From my bar to your home, cheers.